Good afternoon, VIPs, and here I am in my bathroom to do my makeup. So I hope this setup works. I have my mirror with the phone propped against it. So if you see me looking up and down, it's because I'm trying to see what I'm doing. So unfortunately, as much as my order from Alouette said delivered by the end of today, it didn't come in today's mail. So I thought about postponing and doing my makeup tomorrow, but I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna come here today and do my regular makeup featuring a lot of the products that are on BOGO. And then tomorrow, once my bronzing powder comes in, I do have a bundle that I'm gonna share tonight called Easy Breezy Makeup. And that bronzing powder is in that bundle. So tomorrow I'll come back live and do the Easy Breezy makeup look for you. So my face is cleansed, actually double cleansed today because I had a meeting online this morning. So I already did my makeup, my skincare and makeup once, and then took it off and did my skincare again. So I am really set for the makeup because we all know that your makeup game can only be as good as your skincare game. So exfoliation, proper moisturizing, all of that is key. So let's get started. I'm gonna tuck my hair back in behind. Yeah, and unfortunately, I changed the date from Thursday night because it just worked better for me, but you're not gonna, I get my gray done tomorrow. It's been way overdue since I fell and broke the hip. 1 month today is when my summer changed. So it's been a month, but you'd be shocked if you saw me how I'm getting around. I'm doing really well. So what I'm doing now is putting on the Flawless. If you don't know Flawless, it's a makeup primer, one of the hottest things in the makeup industry. And you can use this by itself and then just put your Ultra Finish over top. I like to mix it with a little bit of our sister brand Pure, the liquid makeup. You've seen me do this before. So I put the 2 little dabs on my fingers. And then I blend them together and then just smooth that all out over the skin. You can use a brush. I just like with the warmth of my fingertips, how easily it spreads on. All right, so this is part of the base. So again, you want to make sure your skin's exfoliated because you're getting rid of the dead skin. Your makeup will look better. It sits better. It stays on better. All right, so that's that base of just the liquid with the Flawless. And then I like to use a little concealer, especially I find normally I don't use a concealer, but these days I'm really not getting the best sleep because I'm a side sleeper and I haven't been able to find a position on my side. So I am sleeping on my back, which has not been the best sleep. So I do like to have a little bit of concealer, and that was just our Better Angles concealer. I think the company is out of them, but our franchise has tons. So if you ever go on to, I don't know if you're ever on the public site and you see a product not available, reach out to me because our franchise carries a huge inventory. So just to help take a little bit of that darkness away from under my eyes. And then I don't ever do my makeup without using the Ultra Finish. So now I'm going to do a quick dust. Now, I almost was late popping on here because I was trying to get my palette looked pretty disgusting with my empty, almost empty holes. So I refilled a couple of them, including my Ultra Finish. So just using the chisel brush. Ultra Finish is on BOGO this month, and I know many of you are stocking up. What I love when this one goes on BOGO is that you can get your shade for summer now, and if you're going to be a little bit lighter come winter, you can drop down a shade so you have foundation to do you for the whole year. And so best applied with the chisel brush, which is a super sale, and just gives you that finished look. You can use this, like I said, on its own. You can use it just with the Flawless. I just like a full coverage, so I do the liquid Flawless and then the Ultra Finish. All right, so that's the canvas ready to go. All right, I really hope this lighting's working out okay. All right, so now on to the eyes. Now, some of our consultants who are professional makeup artists, some of our managers, they do all the eyes first and then they do their foundation. I always think I should do that, but I've been doing it this way for so long. I get to this point, I think, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do my eyeshadow first. And just in case you get droppies, I don't find our shadows, because they're so pigment rich, I find they're not flaky, so I don't get a lot of droppage below. So I'm gonna use, out of my palette, I'm using Pearl Drop. It's one of my favorite colors. And I'm just gonna put it on the base of the lid and then right up to the brow, what's left on the brush. So the majority of the color is on the lid and then a little bit up under the brow. All right, and same with the other eye. I could do, just do one side at a time, but I would if I really wasn't worrying about what tonight, not that I'm worrying about tonight, but I'm going to be ready for tonight because at 6:30, I'm back live in my office because I can sit at my office chair now on my desk and going to come back live with the rest of the Mystery Hostess party so that you'll be able to see all the other products. So the eyeshadows are on BOGO. Buy one and get the other one for $7, I believe it is. I've got my sheet here because the memory, yeah. So eyeshadows are buy one and get a second one for $7. And then I'm going to use the suede, which is just a little bit deeper shade, and I'm just going to do it in the contour area right there. So if you want that smoky eye look or that deep set eye look, that's where you're going to put it. And then just bring it out, almost do a V at the outer corner. And you can blend a little bit with that brush, and I don't know if you noticed or not, but when I put the shadow on, then I do a little tapping in case there is any loose flakes. It isn't going to come off on my skin. It just kind of already falls off. All right, so let's finish this side up. All right, so that is the eyeshadow. Now what I do is I take the same powder brush and I just do that in case there was some shadow that fell, just to clean it up. And then a lot of the consultants, they'll use this as a powder brush. This is the blending brush. I think it just makes the best job in blending your color. I don't know if you can tell the difference in the two eyes, but it really just helps to blend. You don't want to see where one color starts and the other one stops. You want it to be well blended. All right, so now I'm missing some brows and eyeliner. All right, so also in my order that's supposed to be coming today is from our sister brand, the from Pure, is we have the black on point pencil, but it's also in a chocolate brown. So I'll do my makeup with it tomorrow so that you can see how it works. But I love that these really glide on nicely. So I apologize if I'm getting really too close to the camera, but I need to be able to, I'm going to flip over even into the, there we go, flipping over to the magnifying side because, you know, the eyesight. All right, so just pushing, just gently gliding it on over the eyelid so you don't have to press heavy. Now, if you feel your eyes are really close set together, don't bring them in too close together. Don't bring it right into the corner because it pulls your eyes in. You want to give your eyes a little bit of depth. If you are pulling on the eye like I am a little bit just to get that firmness, and the glide, don't pull too tight because we don't want to stretch that eye area because gravity will do all that on its own. All right, so now that's starting to look more like my eyes. And then I like to put a little bit underneath as well. And I'm doing the black eye. Often we'll do charcoal or the chocolate underneath. And we do have our Alouette chocolate. These are just a different style of pencil. They call it a gel pencil, but I think it's just because it kind of goes on nice and smooth. It's not a gel like our liquid eyeliner was. All right. Okay. And then I always have a Q-tip handy for any little muck-ups. All right, and then we do have two mascaras. We have our Soho mascara, and I love it. That's the little tube that coats your lashes in little tubes. And then we have our Big Look, and I'm going to do Big Look today because it is the one on our BOGO. And with the Big Look, I find it's a great lengthening mascara. And if you like a full volume, full-bodied, full lash look, give yourself a couple of coats of this one, and it'll give you that full-bodied look. You can see if I can do it. It might be easier if I was going to say I could see if I could do it on my camera for you, but I'm going to make a mess if I do that. All right. So that's now with some mascara on. And of course, don't forget if your lashes aren't as full and lush as you'd like them to be, our lash serum is amazing. And I got to be honest, over the last month, I did kind of get away from my lash serum with so much going on with healing. But the other day I thought, oh, I think I need to top up my lash serum. So I've been using it again, and it really does make a difference. All right, so yeah, what's really missing are my brows. Now, the other reason I'm really excited to go get my hair done tomorrow is, I've got to flip back around here, is because she waxes my brows and they're in full need. So we're just going to fill them in a little bit. We do have the brow pencils, and the brow pencils are great if you'd like to define it. I love it with, I just use the Cocoa Couture, which is like a powder liner eyeshadow. And so using the liner brush, I just fill in just to give it the depth because my brows have gotten very fair over time. And with my darker hair, it doesn't really work. All right, do you see the difference that it makes? So that's with the brow, that's without a brow. All right, got a little All right, so let's finish this one. And they always say your brows are not identical twins. They just need to be siblings. So don't try and make them perfectly matchy-matchy. You'll drive yourself crazy trying to do that. And then I can always go back after and there. All right, that's a difference. All right, now blush. I love the blush because it just helps to give you that little pop of color. I use the big powder brush, just a little bit. Now tomorrow I'll do this with the bronzing powder once it comes in, and you'll see that. All right. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this now. All right, so now all that's left are the lips. And so some people have said to me, are lips really important? Well, if I don't put any lips, when someone looks at you, their look stops here. So whether it's like a lip gloss, a lip color, the long wear lip colors, they're all on BOGO, but just really doing any of them. So today I thought I would do my Berry Sangria lip liner, which is my favorite. Hang on, I can't talk and do this at the same time. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in. So these are a waterproof lip liner. And so the waterproof lip liner, then when you put your lip color or whatever you're putting on over top, it helps it to stay longer because it's the waterproof pencil. All right, so there's the lip liner. So you could even go just like that. What I like to do is the Lumi Crystal, which is, I'll talk a little bit more about it tonight, but it is like skincare for your lips. It's from their sister brand Cosmetics, one of my favorites. And I'll share tonight more about what game changer it was for me when I was in the hospital and was really, really dry. So just putting some of that over. Now you can wear this by itself, or you can put over your lip color, put over lip liner like I just did, and there, ta-da, there's my makeup done for tonight. I'll touch up my lips. Just to set it and lock it in place, our Set and Shield, and ready? All right. Now, you'll notice I'm having to do a little bit of extra work with my pump because I had a little blockage with charcoal. So if you get a blockage of charcoal, run it under the hot water tap, soak it, run it under hot water tap, and then put the straw part in hot water and pump. I decided to go at it with a toothpick, and I kind of I did something with the spring in there, so I have to push it down and pull it up, but it still works great. Another thing I've also done too is, and I've had clients do it, is they take their mister off their Neutrohydrating Mist and use it on their Set and Shield. So if you don't like your Set and Shield sprayer, try your Neutrohydrating Mist sprayer. So that's it, girls. That's my makeup done for the day and ready for the Mystery Hostess party tonight. So I'll be back online at 6:30 in my office where all the products are. I hope you can join me. The secret word, you know what, I was going to do it for tonight, but there should be a secret word for those of you who watch this one too. So the secret word today is going to be bronzer. So you message me, don't post it under here because that gives it away to everybody. So message me the secret word bronzer, and then listen tonight for the second secret word, and then that gives you 2 chances in a draw to win a free bronzing powder when your order goes in. So that's it for me. Have a great day, and I hope to see you back here at 6:30.